The film The Killer Inside Me brought about $5.1 million into the state, according to new projections by the Oklahoma Film and Music Office. The movie, that filmed on location here over the summer, will cost government just about $71,000 in the tax breaks it took to bring the production to the state.
That is great news because it's showing that this is not just a handout, it's not a subsidy, it's money going out and money coming back in.
The tax incentives are currently capped at $5 million for all productions each year. Music and Film Office Director Jill Simpson says with 10 films lined up to shoot in Oklahoma, it's time for the cap to go.
Our money is dwindling, and that's a good problem to have, but at the same time, we don't want production to come to a screeching halt when we run out of money.
The cap may have already cost the state one major studio film. Oscar-winning filmmakers Joel and Ethan Coen were looking at Oklahoma to shoot their upcoming remake of True Grit. But now that's not likely to happen, in part because the office's incentive dollars for 2010 were already earmarked.
I'm not saying that that is the only reason whether or not they would come in or not. It could come down to locations. We're looking for something very, very specific, and it may be that, I can't guarantee they're going to find that here, but I don't want to be in a position of having to turn away an A-list team of producers and directors and an A-list project because we didn't have enough incentive money.
With the 10 films already slated for production, the projected economic impact for Oklahoma in 2010 is about $43 million, doubling what it was before the current tax incentives were put in place. In fact, the producers of The Killer Inside Me have applied to shoot 3 more movies in Oklahoma.
The good news is they're calling us and they're coming in to scout. That wasn't happening a year ago, 2 years ago, so we're on the radar.
State Representative John Wright recently held an interim study to review the incentive program. Wright says, "The film incentive program has proven an effective investment tool that could be improved to provide even greater results. Because of the current budget climate, we must carefully review all existing tax incentive programs to ensure working families' tax dollars are not needlessly wasted." With a bleak financial outlook for the state next year, so far no lawmakers have yet suggested lifting the $5 million annual cap. The Film and Music Office figures make a strong case that lifting the cap is economically a good idea. $5 million in tax incentives returned an estimated $22 million in economic impact this year. In Oklahoma City, Lori Rasmussen, The Oklahoma News Report.